Hello everyone, welcome to part 39 of Advanced Ecom series in Laravel 7. So in this video we are going to start working on the product attributes module. Okay, so previously we have done sections, categories, and last time we have completed the products module as well. You have seen that we able to do add product and edit product as well. Okay, so now we are going to work on product attributes. So what are actually product attributes? Why do we require? I'm going to explain you because see, every product is having some attributes. Some attributes like every product is having some sizes, some stock, some prices. Okay, and like, see here I want to explain you in the here see here the structure. See, up till now what we have done, like we have done sections. These are the sections, men, women, and kids are the section. After that we have worked on the categories like t-shirts, tops, and t-shirts, like these are the categories. And after t-shirts we have added the subcategories as well, like formal t-shirt is the subcategory. Okay, so finally then we added the products under these subcategories like blue formal t-shirt, red formal t-shirt. Now we are going to add the attributes like a blue formal t-shirt can have it is having a small size. Okay, and it is having medium size. Okay, and it is having large size. Okay, these kind of sizes it can have. And small size is having price like 1200, and medium size is having price like you can say 1300, and large size is having price like 1400. Okay, so now stock also vary. Like for small size stock is like 20 stock is available, for 1300 10 stock is available, and for 1400 20 stock is, sorry 10 anything 20 stock is available. Okay, so this is the difference. Okay, this is the thing that we will work on. And also see, this is size, price, and stock. I will also mark it like there are sizes in products attributes, there are prices in products attributes, and there are stock in product attributes. And one more thing, we will also add SKU. SKU means stock keeping unit. Stock keeping unit means every site is having its own name. Okay, so that when order get placed, then at that time client will able to know that which product, which attribute a user order for. Okay, like its product code is, suppose this blue formal t-shirt product code is BFT caps BFT01. Suppose the product code is like this, then its SKU of small size is like this one, then hyphen S. Okay, and for medium sizes like this one and hyphen M, so that it will clear that which order has been placed, and its SKU is like one L. So we are going to work on this part this time. This is called the product attributes. I hope that this is very much clear to you. Okay, so in word file also I can explain you in flow chart. Okay, suppose you can take like this. Okay, suppose first of all we have done sections. We have done sections. Okay, we have done men, women, and kids. Okay, I will give this size. Section we have done. Okay, and these are our sections, men, women, and kids. Okay, that men, women, and kids. And after sections we have added the categories. Here I'm going to add the categories. Okay, so I'm going to also make it like big enough. In categories, we know that we have done like t-shirt is the categories, t-shirts, denims, all will come, and after that subcategories will come. In subcategories, casual t-shirts, okay, formal t-shirts, okay, that will come under t-shirt. This one, this must be clear to you. And now after after categories, then we added products under this one, then we worked on products as well, okay. After that we worked on products, and products like blue casual t-shirt, okay. So after that we have added now product attributes, means I'm going to add its attributes, okay. So attribute is like this, like size, like I have explained there, like attributes will come like size, stock, site price, stock, and SKU. These are the attributes, okay. So its attribute are like its code is like BCT01. Then its attribute you can add for first of all you will add small size. So small size is small like this. Then price you are going to add 1200. Then stock you are going to add 10 stock, and its SKU will be like BCT01S like this, okay. And for medium, okay, same thing I am explaining you here so that it will be clear to you. And for medium like this, 1300 price, okay, stock will be like 20, and it will name it like BCT01 M, okay. And for large, okay, for large 1400 price, okay, with 20 stock, and it will be like BCT01L, okay. So this is the thing that we are going to work on. This is the thing, products attributes we are going to work on this time, okay. So it will complete e-commerce basic part, okay. After that we will start working on front end after completing these product attributes, yeah, after completing the product images as well, okay. Images also we are going to do. After that we are going to work on the front end part, okay. Then we are going to work on the admin panel side by side, like coupons, other things will come, okay. Other functionality like home page, banners, we are going to make it dynamic, and more features we are going to do, okay. So so let's start. So first of all we are going to make the table for product attributes like we always do with the help of migration. After that we will add data into that table with seeding, okay. So first of all we will decide that what columns we require. Columns, I already told you that which columns are required here. We require size column, price column, stock column, SKU column, okay, and also product ID column. Product ID we need to pick this ID, okay. So we will make relation also. Later on we are going to make relation that one product has many attributes, one product, and there are 3-4 attributes, so has many relation will work here, okay. So this one also we are going to work on later on, but the columns we are going to add in table with the help of migration, okay. We are going to create table with the help of migration. So I am going to create now. I will go to my folder. If you are in Laravel, in Windows, you can right click git bash here, or in command prompt you can run your command. I am in Mac, so I will run like this. Okay, I will just run my command prompt here in terminal. So I will create migration file php artisan make migration, create products attribute table. Attributes, okay, products attributes table. Okay, create products attributes table. Okay, fine. See, migration file has been created. Now I'm going to open create underscore products underscore attributes. This is the file. Okay, so I'm going to add columns here. First column is we are going to save the product ID. Okay, for which product we are going to create the attributes. So product ID is required here. So after that we require some string, some varchar columns, so we will add here string. So we require here to add size. After size we require here to add price. After price we require here to add stock. After stock we require here to add SKU. Okay, every site is having stock keeping unit SKU. Okay, and after SKU we require status. We will also add status, that sometime if we want to disable the status, just want to disable the status. Okay, we want to disable the size. Okay, like small, medium, large size are there, and large side is not available right now. You can disable from the admin panel. Okay, it will not come there. After some time, if this site is available, then you can enable it once again. Okay, yeah, you can also do like stock is also there. You can make it stock the 0. Okay, stock you can make it 0, but also if something happen that site is permanently disabled, then you can either delete it or you can either disable it. Disable is better, because if the site has been already placed in earlier, then why to delete that? It must be in records. Okay, so these are the column: product ID, site, price, stock, SKU, status. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, I am missing. Yeah, I am missing. No, not missing any. Okay, so these are the columns we are going to create. Okay, so see, for color we will do separate thing. We are storing color in our products table. I am going to see here we are storing color. Okay, so we are adding colors like there is blue casual t-shirt color separately, red casual t-shirt color separately, but we are going to combine them later on. We are going to combine the products in one detail page. We are going to show that it is separate thing. I will explain you some other time. We will do this functionality after completing product attributes module as well. Okay, so here where we are, I am creating that migration file here. Okay, so yeah, see here. So now see, fields are ready, everything is fine. Yeah, here not string is not there. I am bring down tiny integer. Okay, and for price we are going to take float. Okay, and stock we are going to take all. I forgot all I have taken. Okay, now it looks fine. Integer product ID fine, string site fine, float price okay fine, integer stock fine. Okay, because stock always in means integer. Okay, no decimal point in stock. And SKU string fine 10 integer status. Okay, always make sure that you are going to create right columns with right data type in your migration file, so that the issue will not come. Okay, so now I am ready to run command php artisan migrate to create the product attributes column, and it has been created. Now I am going to check here in our database that product attributes table has come up now. Okay, you can see our product attributes table is now exist. Okay, with all the required columns we able to add this table. Okay, product id, size, price, stocks, SKU, status, everything is there. Okay, so now it is fine. Okay, so now we can move forward. We are going to add one attribute into this one, in not one, in fact three. Like we are going to add I am going to check for the products. Okay, so I'm going to add for the blue casual t-shirt. I'm going to add the three sizes from seeding this time, but later on we are going to add from the form itself. Okay, from the admin panel, but right now I'm going to add from the seeding. I'm going to add the three sizes for this one, like small, medium and large. Okay, having different prices, having different stock. Okay, so I'm going to add I need to run one command for the seeding to create the seeder file where I want to add some code. So let's me create one seeder file like we used to create migration file. The year one seeder file also we need to create. Okay, so in the same way php artisan make seeder. Okay, see there we write php artisan make migration, here we write php artisan make seeder. Okay, this is the only difference. Okay, so here we will write products attributes table seeder. This is the okay products attributes table seeder. So it has been created. I'm going to open product attributes table seeder. Okay, so I am going to see first I will attach the model to this file. We require we have not created the model, I think, so we need to create one model also for our table. Now see, for our table we will create one model also. php artisan make model, and model name will be products attribute. Okay, like this, because here we have our table name is products underscore attributes. Okay, so it is products. Okay, so we will add p, start with the p in caps. Okay, products, after that underscore a, so it means a will come in caps. Okay, underscore a means a will comes in caps and s will not come, it will be singular. Okay, so our model name will be products attribute. Okay, so I have created model as well. Now we can use this model here, products attribute. Okay, so now we can add our query here to insert the records. Here we can pick it like dollar product attributes records, like this. Okay, here we are going to take it like id 1. Okay, now product id is also 1 underscore id, so 1. After that what we need to insert, check in our table size, price, stock and SKU. Size is small, price you can pick like 1200, this is in INR, you can add in dollar will be less, like $10-15, okay. And after price, what we are having, stock I'm going to pick it like 10, okay. And after stock, SKU we are going to name it like this is the stock keeping unit. We can name it like this is the blue casual t-shirt, so blue casual t-shirt BCT01. What its product code, we are going to pick from the product code BCT001, okay. BCT001, then BT001, okay, no issue, BT001, then S, okay, like this. And status also we are going to add. Status is status like the last column, and status is going to be 1. Okay, that is ready. One more we are going to add here, okay. And I am going to make it ID 2, and product ID is 1, fine. And size will be medium this time, and price will be 1300, and stock will be 20, and SKU will be -M, and I'm going to enable this as well. One more I am going to add, okay. So here ID will be 3, product ID 1, size will be this time large, and price we are going to keep 1400, and stock again is 10, and SKU this time is L, like this, okay. Status is 1, okay. So all 3 records, just check that it is going right. ID, then product ID, then size, then price, then stock, then SKU, then status, okay. It is fine. So it is ready. Now we are going to insert. I am going to semicolon here, then here I am going to insert in products attribute, insert, okay. I am going to insert these record, okay, records like this. So I will run one command here, but before that we need to add in database seeder, like we used to do every time. This thing is required. So see, we just need to disable the previous one, and here we just need to add products attributes, what the file we have created, this one, products attributes table seeder, products attributes. Make sure the spellings are correct, okay. Yeah, so now one last command we are going to run here. PHP artisan db seed, PHP artisan db seed, to create the seeder, to insert the data into our products underscore attributes table. So let's see, it has been done successfully, you can check. And I am going to now see the data has come up now with the product ID, size, price, stock, SKU, and status. All the required data has been inserted in our products underscore attributes table, okay. So like this, we able to insert the data as well, we able to create the table as well, okay. I able to explain everything about the products attributes table, that why we have created this table, okay. So that is the end of the video. In next video we are going to start working on the products attributes module in admin panel. We are going to make that section, products attributes section, in the same way like we used to make the others one form is there, then options are there, okay. Everything we are going to do from next video. I hope that everything is clear to you, and if you have any query you can surely contact me in video description, okay. So that's all for now. Have a nice time. Goodbye.